In your team.
Ronnie, history suggests that the teams that travel for semis, it just gets to them and they can't go all the way and get it done. Why do you think the Waratahs could be different?
Oh, look, I think it's the same for everybody around travel, and we did it, headed over and played the Sharks earlier in the season. So, and then we had to go to Argentina and play again. So for us, I think the boys are pretty used to it. So, we'll get on it, we'll do the job, we'll recover, we'll train late in the week and go at it. Yeah, both travelling. So, I think Rob passed his HIA last night, so he's looking pretty good, and Wellesley will be a day by day, I'd suggest. But he feels pretty confident at the moment. Like, he's just talking to me then and said he's had no ill effects yet, so we're just going to see how he comes off the travel and go from there.
The line out, was a source of the problems last night early on. What do you make of that?
Well, it was good until 35 minutes. 5 minutes before half time, we were right on their line, and to be honest, it's a throw. So, we lost two just in 5 minutes before half time, and then two again in the second half. And out of all of those, I think 3 of them were throws. So we've got to make sure our hookers get their rolls right, get their triggers right. I think one of them we threw about 2 metres, 3 metres short. So all fixable, but we've got to get the process right. So we've got to make sure our hookers push the reset button. The one 5 minutes before half time, Fitzy just got the wrong call, decided to throw it to somebody that didn't exist. So we'll fix that. I think he was really good around the field. Like I said, his first 2 throws were the same as Fitzy's last 2. They were horrid darts. So, but he's done a lot. He's done some really good stuff. I thought the boys scrummed really well with 7 men on, and he's a big part of that at hooker. And he was good putting pressure on their ball. So I'd say that selection debate will be as big as it has been for the last 3 weeks.
And with their forward pack there, what are the key components there? You're obviously expecting to be strong in set piece. What did you kind of learn from that game here in Sydney about them?
Look, they're big and strong, and they'll keep it tight. They'll try and punch holes in us around the ruck, around pick and goes and one out runners, and also naturally they always have a good maul D, so and attack. So we've got to make sure that we do our roles there. Like even last night, at one stage when Keps went down and we were 1 short in the line out, we let them get a little bit more pay off those first 3 or 4 metres. And also I think the Lions last time were good around little trick plays around the maul. So we're going to make sure we D up and hit the maul, but also cover our front and back. Good side.
You probably can't let a team get 23 points, 6 ahead of you, right? How do you as coaches actually try to ensure that doesn't happen?
Well, I think again last night, our first half, we had some similar issues around our defence that we did in the Brumbies in that game. But I think by half time, the boys sorted it out. We were just putting too many people on the blind side. So I think at times there we had 4 against 2 or 5 against 3, and therefore you just end up short on the open, and then we missed a couple of one-on-one tackles. But I think the reverse of that, second half, boys got off the line, were really well connected, and you could see the confidence in the defence versus the pressure in the first half.
Do you think that will help you then, now that they've pulled that out of the bag and shown that the system actually works? Will that help you start well?
Yeah, I think in the second half we played a lot more of what's in front of us around their defence, and then it was mentioned at half time, pay attention to how many numbers they got on the blind side versus us just having numbers there. And that allowed us to stay connected and get off, and I think you're much better having that in the second half going into the next game than you are in the first half, you know what I mean? So if we had a poor second half, you'd be scratching your head again.
I'm sure you probably would have liked a little bit more recovery time, but in one sense, is it good that you don't have time to savour that win and you get on a plane immediately and have to start thinking about the next match straight away rather than dwelling on what a great win, which it obviously was?
Yeah, that's right. For us, the boys would have got to sleep pretty late in the night, wake up straight here, straight on the flight, get over there and get into it. And that's, I think from my point of view, there's no excuses around travel. Everyone's got to do it. If it was the other way around, they'd be coming here. We wouldn't be giving them any, excuse around travel. So from my point of view, other sports have it harder, depending on what they're doing. So I figure business class isn't too hard. Get on it, sleep, go play rugby.
Is it I mean, I know there's nothing you can do about it now, but does it kind of sting a little bit that you could have had the home semi if you'd beaten the Brumbies last week? I mean, you're always going to play the Lions by the looks of it, but it would have been probably a slightly easier proposition here than going over there, I imagine.
Oh, look, I mean, you always like, for example, we should have, I mean, we're still hurting from that last week's game. We should have won that. We should have controlled position better and our defence is poor, but, you know, you are what you are, so whether we head over there, it's you know, Lions at home are always a big challenge, but I reckon the boys are up for it, so, you know, it'll be fine.
You ever been to Ellis Park, Connie?
I haven't, no. No, I haven't been to Joburg, so it'll be good. I heard Ellis Park's an amazing venue and it'll be exciting, and it's I'm sure the crowd will love having us there.
Do teams ever still read in anything to altitude?
Look, I think in this kind of short turnaround stuff, not so much. If you're there for a long period of time, like sports that are there for ages, like if you're playing test matches and you've got time to be over there for longer, then that's fine, but no, not as much anymore.
How big a tip for Bernard's leadership was last night? I mean, obviously he scored a lot of points, but just generally in terms of him and KB guiding the team around the field in the second half there as well?
Oh, I thought they were really good last night, and we talk about game management all the time. And your game management comes in 9-10 and with KB our 12. So from my point of view, I think they did a really good job in that second half. And you know, they'll just grow confidence from that. And it's really important also, we talked a lot during the week about who talks, you know, because sometimes we're going to have too many guys talking. And I think in the second half yesterday, the game managers and the key leaders stood up and did the talking, and I think that helps.